thing you notice is they've added this plastic insert, which is to keep the fuselage where it is and stop it from bashing the rest of the parts, because on some of them, when you got them, the wings will be bent, fuselage will be bent, all that shape. So has it helped improve anything? Okay, so there's the fuselage, that is straight, that is okay. There's the wing, still has marks in it, okay. Some overflow edges that need tidying up. Set of instructions, stickers, tailplane, that's the plastic part that was there to keep everything straight. In theory, nice, it's bent. Okay. So that's the Lidl glider.
Shut up and sit down.
Okay, so this is another little glider I converted. This time I chopped the rear of the fuselage off and glued the fin back on, and I increased the area of the fin by cutting up the remainder of the tailplane and gluing it in place. I also put balsa trailing edges on, because the thickness of the trailing edge of these wings is not great, it's quite thick. So by putting some trailing edge on there, I can get a nice thin trailing edge on there. I've got more wing surface, and this is again another simple conversion, or again required just 2 servos, same position as before, with a connecting rod to each aileron to control the aileron. Again, the cockpit area was just hollowed out to accept a small receiver. I've got 35 megahertz receiver, that's why it has an aerial in there, and a NiCad battery in there as opposed to a LiPo one, because I needed the extra weight, because with a flying wing it needs to be quite far forward, and if you look on there, again you'll see the balance point is quite far forward, which is, look, there you go, that's what I mean by balance point. See? Okay, so to hinge the trailing edge, okay, I used some of this coloured packing tape that you can buy from Hobby King and various other outlets. It's quite wide and sticky. Okay, now that's all it's needed. You don't need anything else to hinge it. But what I did do on the wing, put some duct tape on the wing first and then pull it off. That'll strip any surface that was on the foam originally and give you a good sticking area. So then I would stick a piece of coloured tape over from there. Well, no, I did the trailing edge first and folded it over. Okay, that's first. Once the trailing edge was done, because it's obviously not wide enough, you can see that. On the trailing edge, so it overlaps, finished about there and on the side. Then I stuck a fresh piece on from there to there. Stuck that on, okay. Fold it over, you've probably seen it all done before. Okay, and then put another piece on the bottom. Okay, that'll never come off, trust me. Plus the fact that the duct tape was then put over the top of it, okay, starting from the rear, and then going forward, leaving a space there, okay, leaving that off. Then I did it again, duct tape here, and there from the rear, then go forward, and then the final piece of duct tape I put on the edge, okay, and folded it over. So now, when the wind strikes it, it'll be going like that and won't hit any of the edges. If I did it the other way, hit the edge and it could peel it off. Okay, so that's why it was done that way. The reason for the duct tape is to give it a bit more ding proof. Okay, it's going to hit rocks and other bits and pieces, so that'll help strengthen it up a bit more. And the aileron movement I've got on there is 10mm up, 10mm down. I've got a 35mm wide, or an 1.25" wide piece of trailing edge, which is about 10mm thick at that point, but it then thins out, which I had to sand the wood so that it would meet. Okay, so that's that. The balance point, 40mm from the leading edge. I now have a 35 megahertz receiver in there. Use what you want. 35 megs is quite good. Large surface area, because what I decided to do was cut up the remaining tailplane and make this area larger. Okay, and continued it under there, which has worked out quite well. Down a bloody old one. Right, there we go.
So Landy is all off to our left, is it?
Yeah.
The rocks.
No, you should be alright. There are, obviously what you're walking over is what it's like. So it's moorland, it's not smooth. Stronger. It's getting stronger now. Because the cloud's gone over the sun.
strong now. Little wing glider.